afternoon. It's what, Monday? Oh, it's President's Day. Yeah, today's President's Day. Well, welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button each time I post. You will get notified. Also, check me out my other platforms, my Telegram, my YouTube, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. I just said YouTube. YouTube doesn't even exist anymore, so I don't even know why I keep on saying it. I think because I've been doing it for so many years. It's just, I'm doing my best, my friends. I'm doing my best. I'm doing what I can. Hold on. It's cold. It's cold in here. Well, what's going on, Keithers? What's uppers? What's going on? I hope all is well. Yes, we do. Dude, I've been like eating like mad chocolate. Like, I'm starting to break out. I'm eating too much chocolate. I was like, I wasn't feeling well all weekend, so I was being a bum, literally. I cleaned my house and cooked dinner, and I was just enjoying my life. And I did not celebrate Valentine's Day. Nope. Nope. Yeah, it was. Thank you. Because today, we're like going into the horse year. So it's going to be really interesting these next few months. We go into the horse year this week. So a lot of things is going to be changing. Astrologically, not just astrologically, and ourselves. What do we want for ourselves? What do we see for ourselves? And who do we want in our lives for this next chapter of evolution? That part, right? I don't know. Something's telling me to take out the hero's journey. So we're going to take out the hero's journey. Because remember, we're all characters in our own story, right? So we're going to take those bad boys out. Hello. So we have the hero's journey. As I said, as we're all in a journey. We're all in our own journey. And if you see my eyes dark, it's because I've been sick. I've been sick. I'm just whatever. It's been what it's been. So, I've been saying to myself, I got an email the other day, and that was just like retarded. Like, why are you bothering me? Like, do you have anything better to do with your life? Like, why are you bothering me? I don't bother nobody. I don't talk to nobody. Stay to myself. That's how I like it. Stay to myself. I'm on my business. I got better things to do. So pretty much I slept most of this weekend. I got some work to do today. So I'm going to do that after I get off of here. I got like a whole bunch of notes. I have a lot of medical billing to do. So, yeah, enjoy life. I'm enjoying mine. So yeah, so before someone says anything stupid on my live about my eyes, I've been going through some health situations for the last fucking all my life. It's just as you get older, it gets worse. Whatever. It is what it is. So, I'm dealing with it as best as I can. How is my day gone? Oh, pretty good. I'm doing some laundry. Exactly. No, because always somebody has always something smart to say. They always got something. They always got something stupid. Like, dude, you don't know what people go through in their day-to-day lives. Like, dude, you're lucky I'm even here. Like, I didn't even want to come on, but I was guided to, so that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do, my friends. I don't know. It looks dark. I don't know what's going on. There's this other thing I have to say. So, if you are a spiritual person, right? And your intuition's on point, you would know what that other person's doing. Because if somebody sent me a message, I'm not going to say who it was. There goes the alarm. I guess that was my cue. Oh, shut up. Wow. Oh, my salt fell. I don't know. I'm gonna work on something tonight, so I got some salt today. Yeah. So we're entering we're going into Aries. Man, do you feel the energies? She's crazy. So yeah, as I was saying, so someone inboxed me, right, saying that some stupid shit, and I'm like, okay, so supposedly if we're destined to be, you would know what I'm doing, like, but whatever. It's like, you can't, just whatever. My alarm doesn't like my herbs. Yeah. All right, let's say our prayers and let's see. I don't know. Let's take out the hero's journey. I don't know. Let's see what we got. As I said, I didn't even want to come on, but I was like, okay. I had this nudge. Come on, let's go. So I'm pretty, I don't know. I think 2026, like I said, 2026, I believe it's going to be good for Lightworkers. So I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be a good year for me. Excuse me. If I got... Yeah, it's like, dude, it's like, it's like you're, like, the thing is, like, people want to sit there and argue with you for what? Like, dude, how old are you? How old are you? I have, like, dude, after that, I went to sleep. I was like, I'm done. I can't with you today. I just can't. Can't. Alright, let's say our prayers. Let's see what we got. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For them is the kingdom and the power and the glory. May the Lord be with us all. I invoke the powers of Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Ariel, Metatron, and Seraphim to please protect my energy and my space. And to please let me be a clear conduit for this message that I will be delivering today for the collective. Alright. Let's see what we got. God, Source, Universe. What's the message? Interesting. I don't know. 34 has been coming out a lot. Like, even when I'm driving and certain license plates, it says 34 or 43, right? That's what has been... So these numbers are very prominent. I don't know. Clarification. So 34 is a 7. So 7 has to do with spirituality. That has to do with your inner self. Understanding the depths of your soul, your blueprint, what you're meant here to do, like I said, your purpose. As I said, you are all on your own journey. You guys are all on your own different timelines. So everybody's on a different frequency. Some people are on a higher frequency, some people are on low frequency, and that's okay. That is not no here nor there, and it's not your problem. Remember, everybody is on their own journey. And you know where it says, thou shalt not judge? Only God judges, right? So it says, stand still and own your power. That part. So it says 34, from fear to fuel, stand still and own your power. Don't let anyone diminish your light or think that they know more than you. Everybody, I heard stop fighting the dark. And that means, because you know how many people don't like to do introspections, like sit down with themselves and analyze themselves and literally do the inner work that is required for your soul's evolution, your soul's consciousness, your mission, your purpose. Like I said, you are your own demise, but you are also your own conqueror. So it depends. So you could be your own demise, or you could be your own conqueror. Those are the two paths you have. You either be a shit show, or showing people that you can come out of the shit show of what you created for yourself. Because a lot of people don't understand that they create their own demise. That part. People, places, and things. Situations. Choices. So, okay, so if I continue to sit here and talk to a person that is totally toxic, okay, it's always self, me, or manipulating you to do what they want. And you know, everybody thinks that money is everything. What's coming, it's not about the money. It's about your soul, your spirit. That's what your soul and spirit is, the currency. People think it's money. It's not the money. That's why spiritual people are hard to align with other people, because of the fact that they are on a low frequency, which it's not a good currency. It's not the right currency. So now when God places you with someone that's equally yoked to you, they are on the same frequency, same vibrational frequency. And that's not lust, money, material gain, because it says it in the Bible. It's about your character, what you're putting into the earth. You're supposed to be a role model. What role model are you? So yeah. So it's stepping out of fear. And this also has to do with your root chakra. Because if you see a lot here, you see all this is all red, right? All this is red. So this has to do with your stability, family. Like, is your family in alignment? People, places, and things in alignment. Abundance. And as I said, it's not the abundance, money. The abundance is you. What you are is what you attract. So we're going to read from the book. That was a channel message for you. So now I'm going to read. Wow, that was pretty fast. Look at that. So stage 8, supreme ordeal. 34, from the fear to fuel, stand tall, stand still, and own your power. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. What was I saying? The latter procedure, however, is disagreeable and therefore not popular. Yeah. That part. So that was a quote from C.G. Jung. Yeah. And you know, people are hard to find, like people are hard to come across that feel like home. You know. So that part. Dude, I'm like, what the heck is going on? Let me finish. So it says, when you have an unpleasant dream, implement the fear formula to alchemize that which scares you into fuel for awakening. Face it, embrace it, ace it, replace it. Instead of running, turn and face your challenge. Become so big you have room inside your heart for everyone and everything. Ask how your experience could be a blessing and could make you more powerful. Then transform that with which terrified you into something that empowers you. Watch as your fear becomes fuel that can be used to ignite your dreams. That fuel gives you a future that is unlimited, empowered, and lucid. When fear no longer pushes, inspiration can pull you towards your dreams. Drop the thug of war of duality and enter a field of potential power. Set yourself on fire and shine as the brilliant, radiant being you naturally are. Fully turn your more illuminated intentions into manifestations. Okay, so mantra. I create space to embrace all aspects of my beautiful self. Exactly. So, dream symbol chase. Chase dreams can signify an attempt to outrun your power. Perhaps you feel a shadow of unintegrated diamond in the rough aspect of your magnificence that you think is trying to kill or destroy you, is catching up with you. This aspect is attempting to give you a great gift. If you wouldn't run so fast, you would already be benefiting from it. This dream may be telling you to resist the seduction of the hunt and instead become an alchemist. You might as well become you can run, but you can't hide from the multifaceted splendor of who you are. No, you can't. That part. So, yeah, if you're in a shitty relationship, your life is going to be shitty. If you're in a good relationship, your life will multiply. And I'm not saying everybody's fucking perfect, but... Alright. We're going to take out some more cards. Shoot. I'll just put that one back. Darn it all. Now I have to find the card. Yeah. I don't chase anybody. Fuck that shit. You know what I chase? Money. Making my own money. And my own happiness. That's for sure. Because if you're not happy, who's going to make you happy? Alright, hold on. I'm trying to find this darn card. And, there we go. We found it. I don't know. Something told me to leave it out. So I'm like, okay. So I had to go search for it. Alright, so we're going to use Deep Dive. We're going to use these ones. And then we're going to use the Moon Oracle. I don't know why. but I was asked to use these two. So we're going to take them out and we're going to see what it is, my friends. Alright. I had to get some more incense on. Alright. 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 God, Source, Universe, what's the message? What's the message for the collective? Alright. We have 4 cards. 4 cards. Okay. So I guess 4 is very interesting. So you guys could probably be seeing 444s, a lot of them. I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of 444s lately. So you could Google what that is. It says, secret refuge. Reconnect with your core and be ready to emerge with renewed clarity. Protect space. Interesting. Disaligns. Remember, only in silence you would understand. Remember, avoid distractions. This new moon is going to be very powerful. So set your intentions. People, places, and things. But you also have to do the work too. It's just not like, oh, God's going to be like, hey, I'm going to give it to you. Nothing's given for free. So, electric ideas. Be open to sudden flashes of inspiration and act on them to find new paths. Creative surge. I said create something new, didn't I? There you go. Confirmation. New people, new ideas. People that are in alignment. That, like I said, that are on your frequency. Serene wisdom. Walk your spiritual path to find the calm that comes from your higher self. Gentle awakening. We have subtle growth. Growth may occur quietly and gradually. Away from immediate attention, unseen forces. Yeah, you don't need attention all the fucking time. Just go into your cave and mind your business. Then we have... Okay, they don't want me to read the bottom. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see what we have. Let's shuffle. Alright, secret refuge. Clarify secret refuge, please. Wow, overcome. I heard overcoming obstacles. Overcoming breakthrough, persevere, achieve success. Electric ideas. fertility, being productive, bearing fruit, children, and plenty. So fertility, what are you manifesting? Like what are you trying to create? Because we're in a new cycle. So we're done with 2023 until 2025, that big cycle, right? So now a lot of us have broken karmic situations, people, places, and things, patterns, thoughts, habits, situations. A lot of us have broke through those illusions, because that's what it is. It's illusions. Okay? So, serene wisdom. We have steady climb, being consistent, promotion, higher level, on the rise. Yeah. Only you that are on that spiritual path can see 2622. Only you. Right? Only you can make those cautious decisions. Only you can climb those stairs. Only you can be having that steady climb, where you want to go, where you want to be, who you want to surround yourself with. Who do you want people in your circle? Serene wisdom. Walk your spiritual path to find the calm that comes from your higher self. It's right, like literally in alignment of what I'm saying. And they're two different cards from two different decks. Okay, let's see. Subtle growth. Can I help you, sir? Luma. I can probably answer your question, and maybe I can't. It just depends on the question you're about to ask. Sir. Subtle growth. Wow. We're talking about our self journey, right? Look at this. There's 3 cards. Journey, enduring, and we have transform. Yeah, this solar eclipse is gonna, I've been feeling it for the last week and a half. Since last week. I've been feeling the energy shift. So don't be too impulsive. At least wait until like ending of January, like not January. I don't know why I just said January. Maybe something about next year. Something about like May. Because we go into Taurus season. And Taurus is more earthy. Aries is more impulsive, because that's what fire is. They're very impulsive. Trust me, I have 2 Leos in my house. And I have a lot of Leo in my chart too, so I have a lot of fire in my chart. I can be impulsive. Yes, I can. I do admit. At least I admit it. Yes, I can be impulsive. So yeah. Wait. So you have a twin too? I see a lot of twins have been coming on my channel lately. There was this other gentleman that I am a twin flame, just to let you know. I've been on a twin flame for the last 8 years. I did let go of the label due to the fact that I outgrew my twin spiritually. He's still in a 3D world and doing 3D things. So I'm going to tell you this. From one twin to another, from one advice to another. Just focus on yourself. If you're meant to be with them, you're meant to be with them. If you're not meant to be with them, you're not meant to be with them. I'm not meant to be with my twin due to the fact that he chose not to. We did have a discussion about it. Yes, we did. He did not want to walk the path, and I had to respect that path. Um, so he chose his 3D life. So twins are supposed to do a life mission together. Twins are supposed to elevate each other. He did help me on my spiritual path. I will always be grateful for that. Because if I did not meet him and he did not awaken me, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I always, and at the end of the day, my twin was my daughter's father. So our daughter passed away about 7 years ago. And let's just say I went through all that by myself. I did leave my twin back in October of 2019. I had my miscarriage the ending of October, I left him in September. Sorry, September. It was September. The last time I seen him was September 26th of 2019. That was the last day I seen him. Then I left him a week or two after. I didn't know I was pregnant. And he reached out to me that same year. And so I have not spoke to him, and I ran into him like over the summer, but him and I have not had any, like, I haven't seen him physically, like him and I sat down and talked. I haven't. And it's because he does not want to face the reality that because at the time he had 3 of us pregnant. He had 3 women pregnant. He had 2 other ones that I knew that wasn't his children. So I took him back because of that. And then I ended up pregnant. And then I lost our child. And the child that he was supposed to have, well, it wasn't his child. It's his brother's. So I left him because I knew the secret. So that's the reason why I left. Because I knew the child wasn't his. And I knew the child was his brother's. So now, and everybody in town knows. So like, whatever. So will we ever get back together? I don't think so. I don't think it's in the cards, to be honest. And we have to accept that, and we have to grow and move on from that. It's all right. It's cool. So yeah, so being a twin, I think you should just focus on yourself. If God gave me a soulmate. Like I prayed for a soulmate, because I was ready to move on. I was like, okay, it's time for me to move on. He's moved on. He's doing whatever he's doing. I literally waited for him for 6 years. Well, 5 years at the time. And nothing ever came of it. And he never said, hey, look, I got a DNA test. The kid is not mine, whatever. Whatever. So he lives in a Delulu land, and that's okay. That's not what he wants to do, and I have to respect that. But one thing is that you just need to focus on yourself. And if you're meant to be with someone, you're meant to be with someone. If you're not meant to be with anybody, then you should just take your path, do what you need to do necessary for yourself, for your mental health. Make sure that you worry and take care of you. That's the most important thing. And being on a spiritual journey takes a lot of work. Everybody wants a twin, but everybody does not want to do the work. It's sad to say, but it has its great benefits. But also you go through a lot of heartache and a lot of pain because you're like, wow, I thought I was meant to be with that person, and then comes to find out like you were meant to find yourself the whole time. I'm just letting you know. Oh, they blocked? Oh, interesting. Well, maybe there's things that you both need to just work on. If you guys are meant to be together, you guys are meant to be together. To me, I don't give relationship advice because I'm not in a relationship. I haven't been in a relationship, and the person that I did talk to wasn't the greatest fucking relationship anyways. So, like, do I give a relationship advice to anyone? No, that's not my place. I don't think that I am in a position to do so because I'm not in a relationship myself. The only thing is, I could give you advice on, how to better yourself and how to do what you want to do, what you like to do. You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, to from a twin to a twin, I can't give that advice because we're all on our own journey. You know. But let me continue. So, self to growth. So we have journey, enduring, and transform. Smooth sailing, adventure, make your own path. Exactly. What was I just telling you guys? Enduring, coming through hardships, support, inner strength. And then we have transform, rebuilding, lasting change, sharpening your future. All right. And then on the bottom we have intuition. It says, follow your heart, trust, navigate, challenge. Yeah, follow your heart, trust, navigate, and navigate your challenges. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of yin and yang. I don't know. They want you to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. They want you to see the light and the dark within yourself. You're welcome. I'm just giving you from my own personal advice. And as I tell a lot of twins, because a lot of twins think like, oh, okay, well, we're on this twin flame journey just to find our half. But it's really to find ourselves. And I want you to know that it's to find yourself, to find what you like to do, where you want to go, and if that person is meant to be in your life again, that person's meant to be in your life again. If not, God will give you somebody better. And I know it sucks because I feel my twin. I know when my twin goes through things. But I broke that a while ago, like when I met my soulmate. And once in a while, I'll still feel my twin here and there. Because that can never be broken. Only if a spiritual soulmate. So I had a spiritual soulmate. And he didn't break it, but he helped me in a way to release that energy so I could come into my own energy. So yeah, my soulmate did help me do that. He was supposed to be a high level soulmate, but he destroyed that himself. Because he's too egotistical for his own good. And he's too worried about money. So, because I was supposed to help him. But he chose to walk his own path, and hey, that's to each their own. I used to, not anymore. I broke that. Once in a while, but I haven't felt telepathic communication in a while. Sexually, yeah, it's there, but you also have to have boundaries too, because they will use that too, so you don't find someone else. Because that's what he did to me for a long time. Because he knew we had a telepathic communication, so he would hold me kind of like hostage for not going into another relationship. So you have to be very cautious too. Because it's not fair. They get to do whatever they want to, but you can't go do whatever you want to go do, which at the end of the day, you can't find the same energy anyways. So for us spiritual women, it's harder for us to be in any type of relationship, especially after you've been awakened from your divine masculine. So it's not easy. For men it's easier because they get to, I don't know, I don't know, but it's easier for men than for spiritual women. It's harder for us. But it also depends on the character of the person too. Because the guy that I was with, the soulmate that I was with, he never cheated on me. But he was grimy. But one thing I can say, he's never cheated on me, and I will always stick up for him on that part. But everything else, no. Is he a cheater? My soulmate? No. I'm going to take one card out for you, Luma. I don't know. I was told to take a card out for you, so I'm going to pick this up. That was a quick read, but I'm glad to help you out, sir. I don't know if you want me to do a reading for you real quick. I can. I do have the time before I do some work. So let me know, Luma, if you would like a reading. Let me know. If not, then I will continue on my day, sir. But it was a nice chat with you. It was a great combo. I don't mind a nice conversation. And I'm glad that you asked me a question. So it was pretty nice. And I believe I answered it sincere as I could without trying to give you any, like, shit that you don't need. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna mislead you. I'm not gonna do that. Because I know what it's like to love your twin so much that you can't be with them. You know? Alright, let's see what we have for Luma. I don't know, something told me... Wow, look it. You seen that? I didn't touch it. Look it. I heard healing. What I was talking to you about. Healing. I'm going to tell you this, sir. I don't talk out of my butt. I said this before I even took out any cards because you asked a question and I gave you an honest answer. Well, look it. Nurture yourself through healing practices. Inner peace and strengths come from self-care. I told you this. Everything that I said is in this card. The advice that I gave you is in this card. Let's see what else we have for Luma. Wow. As I said, move forward. I'm sorry, you can't make this up. Everything that I channeled for you, it's just confirming what I said to you, and it's in the cards. I don't need cards. I like to use the cards just, just as a tool, So it says, leap forward, take bold steps towards your goals. Courage opens doors to new opportunities and adventures. We have 2 more cards for you, sir, and I think Let's see. I haven't seen them. I'm not going to see them. We're both going to see them together. Ooh. This came out reverse. So you're lacking in faith. You're lacking in faith. Hold on to faith in yourself and your journey. It strengthens resilience and optimism. I heard turn the frown upside down. But this card, faith. So they want you to hold faith. But they, like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, you feel like you did all this work and like, wow, you're not going to be able to be with that person that you want to be with. But if you keep on not having faith, right? Well, that's the energy you're bringing in. Messenger. Look, I'm your messenger. Look at that. It says, pay attention to signs and signals around you, or you might miss something important. Yeah, that part. So yeah. Let's get you a healing card, actually. They want me to give you a healing card, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's see what the universe has for you. We're going to take out this one. Right. We're going to take this one out. And we're going to see. Oh, thank you. You, look at this. If I end up with someone, I do. And if I don't, I'm okay as well. I've been on my own for so long that it's okay. Like, does it get lonely? Yes. Would you like someone? Yes. But I want the right one. I want someone that's on their path. Someone that respects themselves. Someone that has character, that has ambition, that wants to build with me. Not destroy me. You know what I mean? Oh, as well, Luna, I heard to use your gifts for good. I don't know, create your own channel. I heard create your own channel, write a book, write some poem. I don't know if you do poem or not, but I see you with a pen and paper. So I don't know if it's a journal. I don't know if you've been drawing. I don't know, but I see you writing. So they want you to do more writing or drawing or sketching or whatever you do. They just want you to write things. I don't know what it is. All right, let's get a card for Luna, please. What does Luna need to know at this time? That was fast. Came out. Boom. So we have, wow, 39. Wallerants. So 39 adds to a 3. You're very spiritual. You have lots of gifts. Loads. So they want you to focus on yourself, your inner self. They want you to be in alignment. They want you to use your gifts for good. Like I said, writing something, drawing, videos, I don't know. Whatever that creative spark is to you. That's how you will know. But they want you to sit with yourself. They want you to understand your higher self. They want you to communicate with your higher self. They want you to love yourself. Instead of pouring to others, they want you to pour into yourself. Like I said, where do you want to go? Where you want to be? What inspires you? What motivates you? What makes you happy? Because I heard you are the light of the Creator. You're meant here to do so much more. I heard you are a gift. They want you to work a lot on your sacral. Not your sacral, your solar plexus. I don't know why I just said sacral. Well, that too, sir. So your solar plexus, they want you to have a strong foundation within your solar plexus. So your solar plexus has to do with the I am. I am amazing. I am courageous. I am. I am. Remember, in the Bible says, Jesus says, I am. You are. You are loved. You are cared for. You're not alone. We're going to read from the book. But yeah, right now, for you, Luna, it's important right now for your healing, moving forward, having faith, and listening to the messages. There you go. See? And I'm going to tell you this. God is never going to steer you wrong. God has not steered me wrong this whole time. And he's not going to abandon you either. We abandon ourselves because we want fast results. But sometimes, remember, things take time. Good things take time. Okay, so we have 39. That was fast. So it says the differing perceptions of ego and soul. Know the difference between ego and soul. Okay? Today you may feel. Oh, hold on. It says today you may not feel like yourself. You and your soul are looking at the same thing but are seeing it differently. Your emotions and reflections are a combination of your thoughts and your soul's thoughts. And when they don't align, you feel wobbly. We were just talking about this. Pretty interesting. Valorance is a way of exploring the wobbly. When you have the same perspective as your soul, things feel right. They may seem satisfactory and easy. No limiting beliefs or patterns are triggered, but there is a feeling that all is well. Your soul will never join you in judgment, blame, or hurt because it is not the truth of you. It is not the perspective of love. How you feel reveals how aligned you are with your soul. If you are experiencing something that doesn't feel quite right, take a breath and come back to your center. You will begin to feel better, inspired to navigate your inner radar, and ready to receive your soul's transmission. We were just talking about that, weren't we? So, inspired reflections and actions. Be willing to see beyond your point of view. Don't believe everything you think. Be mindful of your thoughts you choose to participate with. Are they a help or a hindrance in you creating your dreams? Good questions. I think you should really sit with yourself with that, Luma. These are really good inspired reflections and actions. And I'm going to read them again because they want me to do it. Be willing to see beyond your point of view. Don't believe everything you think. Be mindful of your thoughts you choose to participate with. Are they a help or a hindrance in creating your dreams? Listen about a culture or religion when you know nothing about. Knowledge is power and removes fear. Journal work. Identify and name the parts of your mind that try to take over. So some journal work for yourself. If you have a piece of paper and a pen right now, this is what I'm going to read to you. If you would like to do it, you do it. If not, then it's just I think it's a good exercise, and I like the feedback from a lot of people when I do read this. It gets pretty interesting. So journal work. Identify and name the parts of your mind that try to take over. Worry, warts, overprotective mother, anger, hurt, etc. Then tell them to be quiet. Once you name them, you will be more able to recognize them and more in control of them when they rise up. We're talking about that in the beginning, about darkness, right? It's confronting your darkness, acknowledging it, but not dwelling in it, not sitting in it for too long. Understand it, absorb it, transmute it. That was your message, sir. All right, my friends, I got work to do. I got a lot of medical billing to do tonight. Today is my day off, but I'm going to be working anyways. I even got paid today for not doing anything. So, but I have to do something because I'm going to be in trouble. I just haven't been feeling well all weekend. I've been like sleeping, whatever the is, off. I've just been going through some things. So, it is what it is. Well, my friends, hopefully you enjoyed the message. Hopefully the message resonated with you some way, somehow. And it was a pleasure to read for you. Luma, try to stay positive as best as you can. Remember that healing is important. And that moving forward also is important. Taking that leap. And I know sometimes it's hard. We all have been there. So God bless you. You guys have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Remember to take care of yourselves, to worry about yourselves, and whatever makes you happy. Thank you. You as well, sir. You know, it's really nice to have some positive masculines. I'm hoping that you guys make the change. This is to all the masculines out there. You guys have the power to create whatever situation you would like to, but also leave situations that are not for your highest good. God is not forcing you to stay in a relationship, whatever situation, that is daunting, that is draining, that is not good for you. That is not bringing you happiness, joy, the same equal give and take. Because you deserve so much more. And to my feminine too, you guys deserve much more self-respect too. I see these women out there that just want to just give themselves to guys that don't even deserve it. Go love yourself and the right person will love you. And to the masculines out there, love yourselves too so the right person can love you too. So God bless you. You have a beautiful Monday. And remember that you're never alone. That you always have God and God will never fail you. Even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty. So you take care of yourselves. God bless you. And I will catch you soon. I don't know when. I need a shower. I need to do something. I don't know. I need to do something with my hair. My hair is crazy right now. Well, we will talk to you guys soon. And enjoy this 2026. And it's going to be a horse year on the 17th. Finally, we get out of the snake year. We already seen enough snakes, didn't we? Yeah, that part. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.